Hello students, in today's lesson we are starting with the origin of transactions. In last lecture we had done the source documents, the different type of source documents we have discussed, and the performer and the description is also discussed in the previous lesson. So today we will discuss the origin of transaction once again. So for origin of transaction, when transaction comes into existence, what we do, first of all we prepare source documents. And the source documents, now you know what are the source documents. Cash memo, invoice, bill, debit note, credit note, everything I have explained you. So source documents, after preparing this, then we shift to vouchers. We prepare vouchers. So everything about the source document and every transaction that is filled in source document, and after source document we fill vouchers. So in today's video we will discuss what is voucher and what are the types of vouchers and what are their performer, and the description of the performer will be there. So after vouchers we prepare the basic book where bookkeeping starts, that is journal, the original book we can say, and the subsidiary books then prepared, and then we further move towards the completion of our accounts. So what is voucher? First of all you should understand it. What is voucher? From voucher you prepare your journal and you start your recording process. So what is voucher? I have written here the meaning. The documents prepared for the purpose of recording business transactions in the books of account are known as vouchers. The documents, we are talking about documents. So voucher is a document, and the purpose of the document is recording business transactions. In vouchers, we record business transactions in the books of account are known as vouchers. A separate voucher is prepared for each transaction. For every transaction, a separate voucher is prepared. So, what a voucher says? क्या बताता है voucher में, क्या बताया जाता है? And it specifies the accounts to be debited and credited. You know now there are two aspects of every transaction. So what are the accounts that are being debited and what are the accounts that are being credited? That is described in the voucher. So there are two types of vouchers. Here I am writing there are two types of vouchers. First is cash voucher, in which we write cash transactions, and other is non-cash voucher, or you can say transfer voucher. Transfer voucher, in which you write non-cash transactions. If cash transaction is there, suppose you purchased furniture and you have given rupees 50,000. So this is cash transaction. Suppose you have purchased goods from Mr. A and on credit. So this is non-cash transactions. Cash transactions are recorded in cash voucher and non-cash transactions are recorded in non-cash voucher. So the voucher, a separate voucher is prepared for every transaction, and we write what is debited and what is credited in vouchers. In vouchers we write what is being debited and what is being credited. So first of all we will start with the types of vouchers: cash voucher and non-cash voucher. First of all we will discuss cash vouchers. Cash vouchers refers to the vouchers prepared at the time of receipt or payment of cash. That means when we receive cash or when we pay cash, cash vouchers are prepared. These are of two types: debit vouchers and credit vouchers. Debit voucher is prepared when cash is paid. For example, expenses paid, purchases of goods or fixed assets, payment to creditors, deposits into bank, drawings, etc. are the examples of cash paid. For example, when we pay expenses, cash is paid. When we purchase goods, cash is paid. Fixed assets are when purchased. When we pay, then also we pay cash. Payment to creditor, when we are paying to creditor, we are paying cash. When we are depositing money, cash is being paid to bank. And when drawings are made, cash is paid to the owner because the owner is making drawings. So these are the examples of debit vouchers when debit voucher is prepared. Now we can see the format of debit voucher. The first information is given in this voucher is name, address and GST number of the organization. The second number is date of preparing vouchers. The third information is given, and that is accounting voucher number. The fourth one is titles of the account debited. That means those titles, those accounts which are being debited, the titles are given. For example, in this we have written debit purchases account. That means we are making purchases and we are paying cash. So we are debiting purchases, so we have written here purchases account. Next, in 5 we have net amount of transactions. Sixth number is narration. Narration is the brief description of the transaction. In brief, we describe that what is the transaction. Then seventh number is signature of the person preparing it. The eighth number is signature of the authorized person or the authorized signatory. The ninth number is supporting voucher number. Or you can say here we will write the source document number. And 10th number is of a document in lieu of the supporting voucher. जो भी डॉक्यूमेंट हम सपोर्ट में लगा रहे हैं डॉक्यूमेंट की. The total 10 information are provided when a debit voucher is prepared. Just like this, we can see credit voucher. So cash, when received, credit voucher is prepared. For example, sale of goods or fixed assets, sale of investment, receipts from debtors, withdrawal from bank, etc. So when you sell goods, you receive cash. When you sell fixed assets, you receive cash. When you sell investment, then you receive cash. When debtors give you payment, you also receive the cash. When you withdraw money from bank, you also receive the cash. So when cash is received, credit voucher is prepared. Now we can see the format of the credit voucher. So in the credit voucher, we can see there are number of informations given here. These information are same as debit voucher. In first number, we have written name, address and GST number of the organization, date of preparing voucher, accounting voucher number. In fourth number actually, we will write the account to be credited. Which account is going to be credit? Net amount of the transaction on 5 number. On 6 number we will write narration or brief description. 7 number you can see the written is signature of the person preparing it. And on 8th number the signature of the authorized signatory is there. On 9th number supporting voucher number is written. So these are cash vouchers and these are their types. Then we have non-cash vouchers, or you can say transfer vouchers. The meaning of that is non-cash vouchers refers to the voucher prepared for transactions not involving cash. So those vouchers which are prepared when transaction happens but cash is not there, that means we are not receiving cash or we are not paying cash. That means credit transactions comes here. So we will call these the non-cash vouchers. The examples you can see: credit sale. When you make credit sale, you don't receive cash. When you make credit purchases, you don't pay cash. Goods returned by you, you are not receiving cash back. Or when sales return are there, you are sell something and then the goods are returned to you, you are not receiving cash. Rectifying the mistake, in that case you are not receiving cash. So rectifying the mistakes, etc. So in these transactions we prepare non-cash vouchers. The format of transfer voucher or non-cash voucher is given. So we can see here the first information is given in this: name, address and GST number of the organization. And the second number is date. The date of preparation of voucher. The third number is voucher number. The fourth number we have here titles of the accounts debited and credited. That means which accounts we are debiting and which accounts we are crediting. On fifth number we have net amount of the transaction. The sixth number is of narration. So narration is brief description of the transaction. Next we have seventh number, and the seventh number is signature of the person preparing it. The eighth number is signature of the authorized signatory. The ninth and the last number is supporting voucher number, or you can say supporting source document number. So the 9 informations are given in transfer voucher when you prepare transfer voucher. And transfer voucher is also known as non-cash voucher. Next is compound voucher. The meaning of that is voucher which records a transaction that contains multiple debits and one credit, or which contains multiple credits and one debit, is called compound voucher. So this is the voucher where transaction is recorded in which transaction the debits are multiple. So multiple accounts are debit and credit is one, or we can say multiple credits are there but debit is one. So this is called compound voucher. These are of two types, debit voucher and credit voucher. So if we talk about debit voucher contains multiple debits and one credit. And if we talk about credit voucher, the transaction showing containing multiple credits and one debit. So these are the details of the vouchers and the formats of voucher. Now you have understood the term voucher. So we will proceed now to the journal, the basic book of original record.